today. Got your crystal skulls ready? You guys haven't jumped on board for the crystal skull phenomena? You definitely want to check them out. If you don't own one, call your friend. Find someone who has a crystal skull that you can hang out with for a while. And then you too can be having a more interesting life. Because once you get into the world of crystal skulls, it's never a dull moment. So today, I am going to combine my two best loves. I am a tarot card reader, and I'm going to use the Morgan Greer deck, okay? This is the Morgan Greer deck. Love this deck. I just picked it randomly. It wasn't that I put any thought into it. And then this beautiful, beautiful crystal skull that will be featured on a live show tonight for sale. It is a whopping 3.57 pounds for only $182. What? How can you get a skull that big for that price? That's right, a powerful, and rainbows. Did I tell you rainbows? See if we can get it to flash any rainbows at you. So we're going to be doing some tarot cards to communicate with this skull. Now don't worry if you don't use tarot cards. That's okay. You don't have to be a tarot card reader. It's just what I'm doing today to use for communicating with the crystal skulls. You can communicate telepathically. They can send you symbols. They can communicate in your dreams. You can use oracle cards to communicate with them. There's so many unlimited ways to communicate and work with crystal skulls. Don't limit yourself by your mind. Take yourself out of the box and just know that if you purchase one, it will impress upon you information. So the first thing we're going to ask is what is the general personality of this particular crystal skull? The difference between a regular crystal stone and a crystal skull is a crystal skull has a little personality. Look at their smiling faces. So we're going to ask, what is the general personality of this particular skull that will be featured in the live show tonight? So this skull we get, and I have to look at this card, it's the Two of Wands in the Morgan Greer deck. Now, isn't that interesting? He's holding a ball, so that this you could almost view that as like a crystal ball. So this skull is saying that it will give insights. It will give insights from the unseen world, and it's a crystal ball shape on the head, so that's kind of interesting. And the Two of Wands also talks about opportunities and ideas, and of course it's a spiritual card. So this is definitely a skull that has a personality toward or an interest in spiritual pursuits. So then you can always ask this skull, what kind of home environment are you looking for? Like if you're going to be placed into a home, what would you like to see? It wants someone who is in love with the moon. It likes to be set out at night. Now, do you notice a theme here? What's this? Another big round orb. The moon is a big orb. So this skull could possibly be very interested in orbs or energy forms, and it's definitely, and it wouldn't mind a home with dogs because there's a wolf and a dog in there. So it's so interesting to communicate with skulls this way. So the moon card is just about intuition and somebody who likes the nightlife. It would be in a home like that. And so then we can just ask, generally, what does the skull want to communicate to people out there in YouTubey land, all YouTubies out there? So this skull wants to communicate happiness. Sorry, that's upside down. Happiness around the family. And of course, here's another wand card. It's a spiritual card. And then it also can help you with any troubling situations that you have. If you have, not all of life is happy moments. So this skull will bring peace and balance to some of the troubles that maybe we can be experiencing in life. So that's just a quick little way of how I'm using the tarot cards to communicate with a very special rainbow skull that will be finding a new home shortly. Maybe it'll be you. See you tonight at 7, guys.